coming out here. Some from as far away as India, some from as near as Fremont or Little India. I am also very excited to now be able to think that the term "our family" includes Shimon's side as well as ours. I can't think of a more fun and warm and welcoming family to take my sister in, so we're all very happy about that. Shimon especially, you're just a perfect partner for my sister. You help keep her. You have this. Well,
you can say it.
Yeah. Well, you help keep her sane. She needs that sometimes. We all do. And I know she does the same for you. And it's kind of funny. I was trying to think of the different times I had met Shimon over the past few years. The first time was at the Chicago Marathon, which they both ran together. That was before anyone knew anything was going on, but we happened to run into Neha's friend, Shimon. Then more recently, I got to spend Thanksgiving with Shimon, and I think the most memorable part of that was that it was actually fairly unmemorable. And what I mean by that was, it was just like any amazing Thanksgiving I've had with my family. The fact of the matter is, Shimon, you've been family well before today. And today just sort of made it legal, but that's about the only difference. I'm a lawyer, so that's a big deal to me. And basically our entire lives. When we were young, it was quite literal. I would just follow her around, and eventually she'd have to shut the door on me. And I would have to come up with some proportionate response, like destroying her and her friend's fort or something like that later in the day. Later on, when we were in high school, Neha became saluted. I became valedictorian. I bring that up because, first, I want everyone to know that my sister and I are both kind of nerdy. And second, that's probably the one thing I've ever done better than my sister.
Is that better? Yeah. All right. Well, I know I'm the last person, so I don't want to stand between dinner, so I'll keep this short. First of all, again, I would like to thank everyone for coming here. I know some of you have traveled long distances to come here, all over the world, Asia, America, and everywhere else. So thank you so much. This means a whole lot. Europe, too, added in there. And I really want to thank all of you for coming here. This really makes it a very special day when you decide to share this with us. So thank you. Now make sure that your glasses have a little bit of champagne bubbly in there, because I'm going to make a few toasts. Firstly, I would like to start by thanking the Advani family. From the very first time that I've met you, you have made me feel very, very welcome. I still recall the first time that I met Neha's dad. She was in Chicago. She had set up a dinner for us, and I was driving there, and my car got a flat tire. Somehow I managed to change the tire in the Chicago summer heat on the freeway, get there about 45 minutes late, completely drenched in sweat, my hands covered with grease. I walk in, and he doesn't even flinch, he gives me a big hug, and from there on I knew that it didn't matter what kind of first impression I left on him, but he welcomed me with open arms, and that's exactly how I felt every time I've met someone new from their family. So thank you so much. I've really, really felt very, very welcome. And Sumit, thanks for all those lessons yesterday in your video. I will definitely keep them in mind. And all throughout the day, I've been getting all kinds of tips on what could happen if I do decide to cross any one of you. I also learned today morning that Neha's dad is used to be a very good hunter, so I don't want him to. I definitely do not want him to revive his old skills testing on me. So, with that, please, I would like to first of all toast to the Advani. Second, I'd like to thank my mom and dad. They have as much patience as the Grand Canyon. They have put up with a lot of my antics, and what you see today is a product of their hard work and their patience. So I am what I am today because of them, and this is who I am, and because of my second toast, please, to my parents.
Yeah.
Now, there's an unspoken rule of wedding etiquette that no one should be better dressed than the groom, and I would like to thank the best man for keeping up with that wedding etiquette. but no, jokes apart. Everything that Hardik said in his speech, everything that he described about me, he has been my role model. So Rory will not have to look too far to find inspiration and to find support, because I never really had to. So with that, I would like to do one toast to the best man. And finally, like I said, I'm going to keep this short. I'd like to thank my wife for agreeing to marry me. You made me the happiest person in the world, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life making sure that the reverse is true. And but there's so many things I can say about Neha, and once I start, it'll be hard for me to stop. And any one of you want me to start rambling, then we can take this offline. But if there's one thing that I can say, I know this sounds like a cliche. People say that you marry the person you can't live without, and that is definitely true for me. And that's why I'm so happy to be looking forward to sharing the rest of my life with you. I'd like to end with, I love music, and I tend to relate a lot of my key moments of my life with songs that are important to me, that are going on at the time. And just when Neha and I started dating, there was this one line that just stuck to me from a song that I was listening to. This is a very short line. It goes, your face is like the sun when it raises. Thank you for adding beauty to my phrases. And it sums it up perfectly. That is what Neha is to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that final toast to my beautiful wife, and I'm going to enjoy calling you that for the rest of my life. Please.
Yeah.
Toast.
Yay!
I've learned I don't get to have the final word. So.
Alright, I'm going to keep my comments really brief. It's going to be hard to get through them after that lovely toast.
Volume.
Oh, sorry, louder. I was just saying it's going to be hard to get through my talk after that lovely toast, so I'm just going to say a few words. Again, I wanted to echo everybody else's comments and thank you all for being here tonight. It wouldn't be the same event without you guys, so cheers to that. I really want to thank you all for being here. You've made our weekend, so thank you very much. I also want to thank my parents. I've been in Minnesota, got to an even colder place from Chicago, if you can imagine that. And so it was very hard to plan a wedding from Minnesota here in the Bay Area, so my parents really made all this happen. So I want to thank them for their efforts, putting up with my procrastination, which you guys learned about yesterday from my speech, as well as some micromanaging on my part, so I appreciate that. And then I also want to do a call out to all the brothers and sisters out there, because today I just found out, I've been a little busy, is Rocky. So congratulations to all the brothers and sisters out there. I would have loved to tie a Rocky to my brother Sumeet. Sorry, I've been a little busy. So we'll work on that maybe tomorrow. But I did want to mention that because it's just such an important relationship, and I definitely want to celebrate that. I also want to thank the Mosey family. You guys have been so warm and welcoming to me from the very first day that we met. You're such a fun-loving family, I've learned that I need to work on my Bhangra moves to fit in a little better, as well as drink a little more tequila. I'm going to work on those two things to fit in, so I'm working on that tonight, maybe. And some of you don't know this, but actually my first words ever spoken were Gujarati because I had a Gujarati babysitter. So it's a little rusty because I think I was probably, I don't know, 1.5 since the last time I spoke Gujarati, but I did want to say something, and I apologize if I don't have it memorized, but I do know the pronunciation, so here we go. Mane tamhara kutum ma bali ne gano anand kayo. So I'm very excited to be part of the family, and I'll work on my Gujarati. And then last but not least, to my husband, which is also very exciting to say, you, as my brother mentioned, balance me out in so many incredible ways. You give me a lot of patience when I need it, and you make me laugh over the silliest things, and I'm just so excited to spend the rest of my life with you. So, I love you. That's all.
Thank you very much. All right, folks. So sit back, relax. The staff again at Palmdale Estates will escort you.
હા